P number T80/LLX/02/2025 via favour of internal revenue of Prime Source Limited.
With utmost respect, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, my name is I.M. Bain. I appear with B.E. Popodia Mason and P.P. Agari. Appearance is our appellant.
Let me look at from
Yes. For now,
yeah. Okay.
The subject to the conduct of the suggested consent. It's okay.
We have already.
In all the four access.
All the four matters.
Yes,
Yes, I know. So we can see till 6 p.m.
those for examination, you can do it and we can take it through the process. I'm trying to manage time. That was the answer to this. The intent is you want me to
The Monday.
On
Your colleague is requesting 19th or 20th.
okay. No, 19th is coming.
19th or 20th.
19th.
19th is Tuesday.
Yes.
But also, the parties this case, other adjourned to the 19th May 2026 for their.
And that's what I'm
The baby, your witness was not there.
He's outside.
No. Okay, let's go.
Number two, on the first two number 286, residents, everyone of the 25, federal inland revenue service and tobacco union and companies.
Your
Respectfully, Chairman and Member A.O. Ejoba, A.O. Nelson, sorry. A.O. Nelson,
Andrea,
yes. I'm holding the brief of Godfrey O. Otiotu, representing the respondents.
We have parted completed.
Lucy.
have you seen the letter from transfer to the applicant?
Very well, sir.
You see,
Yes, sir.
are you opposed to this?
We are not opposed to the application.
That's good. You know.
Subject to the overriding convenience of chairman, I will ask him for the since the. The 19th day of May.
I can't foresee it. This is okay. The last day, when was it like from?
Well, it was at distance of the applicant.
For thirds.
Yes.
The case is further adjourned to the 19th May 2026 for hearing.
Battery on the person vaccine number 280 that ended with 125. The last report of internal revenue for Benin for the Nigerian youth.
Let everyone know.
Greatest respect, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. My name is I.M. Kembe. With me are my learned friends, B.E. Ogodia, P.P. Agari. Our humble appearance is for the appellant.
Yeah.
Yes, I am T.A. Akantoran, not T.A. Akantoran, appearing for the respondents. And I sincerely apologize for the absence respondents.
Representatives. Yes, the appellant is presented by Dr. Ransom Parodi Omiko. He's the technical advisor taxed to the appellant. Yes. For continuation of we invite Dr. Omiko to take this.
I got where you already.
Yes, sir.
Anyone wants to use that?
For ransom, or parallel ransom on Koro.
Wherever I remind us, you know, what's
So it's
Yeah, I got where you are appearing. You're appearing alone today.
yes, my learned colleague is so that's all Mukoro.
Yes, sorry, it's
Welcome. The last time
I think it is continuation, so
this continuation,
so you'll be able to finish.
I won't take more than 20 minutes.
Okay,
Let's go which one.
so if you do 5 minutes, it's okay.
Well, let's just quickly.
The one as soon as
We were trying to look at your contention of historical facts
You said we're relying on historical facts, historical facts or evidence, not so. In coming to the position that you came to be the respondent. You mentioned historical, I remember that strongly on quotes. That's the progress. I think it was.
Yeah,
Am I correct? I'm talking to you.
you did ask a question.
Mr. Chairman, if Tribunal can read to the witness last statement before the
Yes, I said so.
it's a request.
Did he tell you before you entered the witness box?
No, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
said
trying
so.
to help,
Yeah, I
just
said
to
so.
recall.
Doctor doesn't need help.
He has not told us it's in any difficulty. If he says so, we will.
Doctor has not said so. Hmm?
No,
No, you recall the last the scenario that happened.
I'm actually on test.
Eh?
What? I mean, that's of that.
At sea.
Okay,
So you guys, my answer is close to the sea. This was the last question he asked you in consideration.
Yes.
In your statement on books at paragraph 5, you said that it is for 2017 to 2021. But in paragraph 10, you say it is for 2018 2022. And paragraph 11, you speak of 2017 2020. The appellant is not consistent with the year of assessment. And you explained that at paragraph 15, you raised an assessment. Just neglected by the board. Paragraph 10 preceded paragraph 5. And paragraph 11, you notify for tax audits. The tax authority has discretion to this to the period. Yes. So you're okay now? All right. All right.
Yes, we are okay, sir.
Okay. Because he was trying to say
How did you arrive
that
at
there is a discrepancy in
Yes.
the year of assessment, and the witness explained this.
Now, I was asking, how did you arrive at the figure that you computed against the respondents? What was the basis of the calculation? Said historical. That's how I actually got historical. So how did you get there? How did you arrive at the figure? The figure of 6 point computation of the compensation and the tax system against the respondent. Thank you.
You understand?
Can I see my position?
So what?
The assessment, the position, that's something.
That's it, the what?
The position is it an exhibit?
The position of
The assessment.
the assessment should be in the demand basis. Is it not?
The administrative assessment.
Then how did you arrive at it? What was the basis of the assessment here?
First of all, the oil and gas industry. Structure when it comes to remuneration.
When it comes to what?
Remuneration of employees. Particularly those working offshore, in offshore facilities. the average monthly incomes of about ₦1 million per month. That leads with the fact that this was a manpower supply.
Thank you, but
Leads to the fact that this particular engagement was a manpower supply that usually requires ships or multiple crews.
that's sorry.
Yes.
Still for manpower supply.
Yeah, that usually requires multiple crews.
Surely require much more. Yeah,
That are on rotation.
yeah.
Personnel can usually exceed 50 or more persons.
That's not usually.
Exceed 50.
At the time.
Yes, 50 persons. On a manpower supply contract. On our knowledge, I will deal with similar projects.
That's the best. I don't know.
Deals with similar projects in the industry. No. I don't form the decision. I moved about statement.
So it does appear they didn't file returns.
No, they have live returns of the entities.
Perfect. Yeah, Mr. Arthur.
Lord Tom Okoro will agree with me that you are speaking in tongues.
I'm sorry about that.
We should record that.
Esoteric. Don't record it for now. I'm just wanting you to tell you that it's very esoteric. All right, let me put it to you. All these are hypothetical. That you deal with. We are talking of personnel tax.
I get
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I asked a question and you said you didn't file returns.
No, we'll come to that because he knows that that's what I should be heading to. These are people you should get their facts of how many staff they have, what is their staff strength, what it is, and tell them what that will put it to him by the correspondences they have together.
Well, ask your question.
Yeah, so now, so therefore, what you are saying in essence is that you just did an estimation based on what you imagine should be their staff strength. You didn't meet with them directly.
The question is,
That these things are based on imaginary calculations. That's a language here. That's why I described it as speaking in tongues. Did you get to meet the staff of the projects? Did you meet them? Did you meet the company? The jurisdiction?
Are they expected to meet with the staff?
Oh, well, all right, let me put it this way. Do they
Okay, no,
have?
let him answer it first.
Yeah, because how do you get
We have the
the,
question there already.
exactly like Billy. Did you meet them? Did you get to know their office and what their operations?
Sorry, sir, this specific question I have to show this.
This is what I have correct. The assessment was based on your imaginary speculations because you didn't meet with the staff of the respondent.
The assessment was not imaginary. No, it was not imaginary. It was purely an exercise of the powers provided for. In section 54.
Exercise for what?
Exercise of the power provided for. In section 54. Of Peter 2011. To raise an administrative self-assessment. Owing to the failure of the respondent to file their returns.
All right. Yes. You have correspondences with the respondents. Please look at just look.
I know this.
Yes, okay. Look at exhibit G. Exhibit G. In exhibit G, the correspondent was telling you, I would say paragraph 2, paragraph 2 and 3, that their company is based in Lagos, both in office and operations, and they have no business and operations in Bayelsa at all.
We did
A letter dated 21st February, a letter from the respondent dated 21st February 2023.
That's SBG.
Yes, sir.
You said you look at SBG.
Yes, is that correct?
And do what? I want to record you that.
Yeah.
So you look at SBG.
That's a contention. And they have no base, no office, no business operation at all in Bayelsa State.
From SBG.
SBG.
So look at SBG. So I want to know how we record you. So you look at SBG.
That's what they're telling you.
Because you look at SBG and do what?
And tell us whether it is not true that they are telling you that they have no base and no operation in Bayelsa State. That is your jurisdiction. They say they have no operation there at all. They have no office.
Yes. That's the respondent.
Yes.
In Bayelsa State or in Yenagoa?
In Bayelsa State as a whole. That includes Senegal.
You understand the question? Let's see.
Yes, this is what this exhibits.
Yeah.
60.3. However, if all the correspondences between, we'll come to your correspondences with the Senate and just answer that question.
Let them complete that. However,
Let him conclude. Okay.
however,
Okay, review of all the correspondences between the parties. Will show that our position as a board has always been that the respondent deployed personnel to Bonga Field and Sea Eagle as part of its manpower supply project with Shell,
Bonga Field and
Sea Eagle FPS.
see go first.
FPS
Yeah.
as part of its manpower supply contract with Shell. Right, so I will quickly reach time. Look at exhibits F and M. Exhibits F and M. The H, that is zero and H and M. Is it H and M? So what's the for F? It's F and M.
Yeah.
Because in exhibits F and M, the respondent, the F is dated 23rd April 2023. Sorry, 3rd February 2023 and 8th of May 2023. The
Is it F is dated?
3rd of April 2023 and exhibits M. 8th of May 2023. 8th of May 2023.
And it be F.
Yes, 8th of May 2023.
It's me.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah.
The two letters from the respondent, we are saying the same thing happening on their demands for you to provide evidence to them. For you to provide evidence to them of their presence in your jurisdiction. Asking you to, I haven't told you in the first exhibit there, there's been that they had no presence in your jurisdiction. They were not calling on you. Please show us what was our evidence that you have from your jurisdiction to show that we have presence there, the basis upon which you had made your assessments.
Yeah.
Is that what is contained there? Because I'm going to give you a follow-up question. We confirm that that's the focus of those two letters.
Not completely correct,
All right, tell us what.
because your letter of 3rd of April,
Just a minute. Let us not April.
letter of 3rd April, which was the response to our letter of 13th of March. In the 10th paragraph, if I may read it.
Just a minute. It was the record we were the
Of 13th of March, 2023.
Yeah. But,
Third paragraph,
yeah.
kindly be informed that we have carried out the self-assessment of our records for the periods under consideration. Carried out the self-assessment of our records.
Kindly be informed.
That we have carried out the self-assessment of our records for the periods under consideration. Our findings still corroborate our earlier stance that we have never had direct operations within Bayelsa State. Direct operations.
Very sad. That's
Is it direct or the? What is it? What is it there?
That we have never had direct operations in Bayelsa State. Our letter of 13th of April, which is a notice of refusal, stated that they skated around the issue of their manpower supply. Which they have attempted. By saying they didn't have direct operations. 13th, our letter of 13th. No, 13th,
you said the tenth part.
13th March, sorry. That one there. We said they skated around the issue of manpower supply. And that is what we have also said in this response. They have never denied average manpower supply. Sure. And if
It's not, since I'm not sorry,
I'm
this
just
is. You can just special.
Yes.
Now question, sorry, I just said,
Just wait.
yes, sir.
But, Dr. Ransom, there is a slide of that letter. First line of that letter, you say the right in response to your letter of text, February 2023. Okay. I'm sure the one that we read. Okay. The letter of 13th March, okay. That letter, is it in the list of the 10th
All
March?
the other stuff.
The list of the 10th March.
I think so. It's
Any notice of refusal from them. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any notice of refusal.
I've seen it. Okay, go on.
now, exhibit M, which is a letter, the respondent's letter of 8th of May,
Everest.
M. Exhibit M, am I right? Exhibit M,
It's always the beginning of that date so that we can comment. We
Yes,
also have
I
our
will sign.
so that we can relate it.
I say it's a respondent's letter of 8th of May 2023. Exhibit M.
Um,
8th of May 2023.
Yeah.
Respondent's letter.
You say you were taking 20 minutes.
Well, he is beginning to tell stories. I don't know the last part.
Are you extending your time?
It's all right. This is the government.
Supposed to have talked.
I am sorry.
How many more minutes do you want?
Say 5-7 minutes.
Okay.
Now, this last estimate,
Take us to 11.
yes, don't worry about that. Now, this last document, the claimant, sorry, the respondent, was emphasizing in the fourth paragraph, okay, where it says, while we humbly await your positive
That is the.
exhibit M, the respondent's letter.
Yes. You
He
said,
was telling the appellant, we are waiting for you to give us clear evidence of your allegation against what I have presence in your domain. That's the essence of the letter. Then my question is, after all this letter, the last letter in April and this last letter, what did you do to indeed provide the respondents basis of your charges against them? Did you invite them? Did you write them? After that, they say, come, let us talk. Or you were just satisfied that we have drawn up a figure. You are going nowhere. They write you 2 times, 3 times and say, we're not there. Show us evidence. Did you respond to that and say, come, let us show you evidence, let us discuss? As a revenue organization, you were emphasizing for the 3rd time. What was the response?
The Personal Income Tax Act. The Personal Income Tax Act, 2011. Spells out responsibilities, powers, and obligations of taxes. In section 46 to 48. The power to call for returns. Sections 46 to 48. The powers to call for returns or information. Is vested on the board of the government. Return or information is vested on the board of it. which power was exercised. By the court. However, the respondents sought to place the board
To
to exercise the powers reserved for the board.
the respondent sought to
It exercises those powers reserved for the board. And refuse to provide information. Readily at their disposal.
Hmm?
Readily at their disposal. To support their denial. As such, our assessment has become legally binding.
So, such assessment has become legally binding as a pronouncement of law. All right. Now, I'm sorry, Margaret, just one or two more questions.
If the level of trouble.
I don't think I got so that. It's
Say 5 more minutes.
Yes, yes.
At
Now, 1 minute.
11:05.
Doctor, I like your.
You would have taken over.
You have the responsibility to meet with people who operate with your thing and meet them and say, give me a number of staff, please, if they are available. That's part of the response. Before you start falling back on the law, whether it's default or whether they are running away. That's part of the duty of the revenue.
What's the question?
I think there's responsibility of the Inland Revenue to ordinarily meet with the people who operate within their listing to find out their statistics to assess.
It is a responsibility of the applicant.
Mr. Chairman, before you, I think the witness has answered that question. Because section 46
No, it's watching the law, please.
requesting for books. He has answered that.
Good.
No,
Yes.
it's going to
Just
the law.
He's asking,
He just put it.
he's just saying, no, apart from that record which has been a witness.
Yes, I'm coming.
That-
If the tribunal should go through
Okay.
earlier statement,
So,
if the tribunal should go through his earlier statement, the tribunal will understand that he has answered that question.
I can ask again for.
Because he made mention of user of books.
But answering this
Then
question
the-
does not negate.
then the-
Does it prejudice?
No, it does not. But what we are saying is that the tribunal has given him a specific time.
No, it's
No,
okay.
I can ask for date for further process, I'm sorry.
It's
You
okay.
can ask for this.
Yes,
But we also have the opportunity to aid the tribunal when he's trying to mislead the court by repeatedly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. That is at the discretion.
It's all right.
We're giving him some leeway.
Yes,
And you get to a point, they will close it.
the odds are against us. You are asking for 629 million. I mean, the odds are against us. One last minute, I'm done.
Maybe, what do you suffer if he asks the same question in 4 different ways?
Doesn't prejudice your case.
It does because
Where-
contradiction is one
The-
important part of our laws.
If those ones.
Yes, so if he has mentioned a particular question, the fact that the witness used law
to respond to it. We all know that section 43 talks about
So
returns. It's talking about past. He reframed the question to make it look like say it's a different question.
Your answer will still be the same.
You will still ask as the tribunal pleases, as the tribunal pleases.
You also have some, your address,
And you have very-
when you pick up when you are addressing us now. So it didn't, I'm not seeing any way this will affect.
As the tribunal pleases.
And maybe you just want to impress your wife. And
Even the.
As the tribunal, thank you, my lord, the man is standing strong there.
I was trying to record you.
Yes. I said before you fall back on default law, you have primary responsibility to approach people who are operating within your area. It is when the default starts, you start falling back on the law. I'm not saying whether the man default, but that's the first thing you should do. Approach them to find out the statistics upon which you can assess them. Is that a duty on the land revenue?
Yeah, you don't answer the question. Yeah, I do.
Yes and no. Or why do I say yes and no? There are two scenarios here. Where a taxpayer voluntarily registers with the tax authority and goes through the process of remitting taxes and filing returns. There's an obligation on the tax authority to enter correspondence before raising an additional assessment. However, an additional assessment. However, where the taxpayer is identified as not being compliant, the tax authority is at liberty to use information available to it in raising an assessment. But in this case, despite not being a compliant taxpayer, not being a compliant taxpayer to the Bayelsa State, Board of Internal Revenue.
Yeah.
The boards sent a demand for taxes notification.
Sent a what?
A demand for taxes notification. As a first correspondence for the respondent.
Doctor, is it in the legal requirement when this is mandatory? That that authority must always have interaction with the taxpayer before.
It is a letter, not a physical interaction. The formal communication.
Because that's the point he's trying to ask, whether you bet with them.
No, it's not mandatory.
That's what I'm asking. Is it
The
legal
interaction is by way of email, text message, and all that. Correspondence is correspondence.
Yes, yes.
It's not required physical meeting.
Let's go ahead. That's all.
No, there was a time you said the respondent was trying to restore responsibility of
The tax authority.
So does that mean the respondent cannot request for any clarification or document to justify your stand against them?
Okay. Where, for example, there's an assessment. We have raised assessment. The assessment is not the onus of the matter. The onus of the matter is whether or not they deploy personnel. And we have said that this is we deploy personnel to this place on this contract. The contract is with them. Not for them to come and be telling us to provide their information back to them. So what they are seeking to do is, instead of addressing the core issue, okay, they admitted that they were for Shell. Yes, did you do a contract for Shell, which they said they did? Where is the contract?
This is
What you will look at it with the information. When you look at it with this information, you see it. Yes, they did a contract for Shell, but at no point did they say, okay, the contract we did for Shell was specific only to headquarters. Rather, they were like, they never worked in Bayelsa directly.
But they can work indirectly.
That is my,
They can put stuff.
So when you put staff there, indirectly,
I think
like it's going from.
Even the new law, the new law, the NTA 2025. If you read the new word, you see there. When you get those, the principal place of president is the site.
Where income will be.
Now,
Now,
When you are making income.
if the respondent said they didn't deploy staff or that they don't have preference.
They said they are not present at all, whether by the
President by having an office accommodation.
No, they said they have no presence, whether by staff working there or any operations. It's there.
So they never made any deployment at all.
Yes.
So where is that contract?
Where is the country?
Who should super?
You,
Sorry,
it's in your
me?
custody.
yeah,
No,
you
have any contract?
Sorry, sir. The place they are on, I don't want.
The contract between your clients and Shell, where is it?
The cross of this matter. If there's any, where is the contract?
The contract, I think we have
No,
a lot of contract between them,
Yes.
and Shell in Lagos.
Where is the contract?
Well, we didn't attach it here.
Yes,
because
where
it
is
does not relate.
Where is it?
I will get back to my client.
Can we speak for it?
So we'll supreme for that.
That's all right. I think I have some.
Or can you take provide it.
I will, because I have some documents that I didn't consider relevant to attach here.
Yes.
I'll get back.
Now,
to the
consider that
because we need to get to the bottom
Yes.
of the truth.
Because we have to see that
I
contract.
agree with you.
To either agree with you or agree with them.
I saw some documents of deployment of staff.
Yes.
Share. You understand? So
if you are saying we don't have presence at all, we need that contract so that we can form our impression.
I agree. Let's give evidence of symptoms. That's wrong.
Do I record?
No, I said that it's available. Use a language.
Council,
Yes, my lord.
you said something now that you saw some document.
Yes, they sent some documents to the
Deployment of staff.
to share, yes.
You just said this.
Yes, for the activities in Lagos. I agree.
I got it.
Yes.
Can
my lord.
we record that you undertake,
No.
provide the contract, pay your clients and share?
No, you can't record that I undertake. I am telling you this
Yeah.
as this, you understand, sir? I'm not giving a.
Because it's in your custody.
Let me get back to the office. There are some documents that they forwarded to me, which I sought out and kept because they are not relevant to the case from my perspective.
Yeah.
Now that they are throwing in this dimension, and I feel that it will help the case, I'll bring them.
Exactly.
You understand? I'll bring them.
So,
yeah,
have you concluded?
Yes, now,
Or you-
I don't know, in the light of this development, I don't know.
You can
It's all right.
just for presentation.
Yes,
Now, why
I
don't
don't
you
say I've done
why
with
don't you
consideration.
they said that?
I say I am done with the consideration.
So I said that is all for the witness.
Yes. Right, maybe now that the court has finished, we may have to file some of those. Thank God they have not. Yes. it's
In your,
because-
in your defense, those documents.
Yes, I can bring in some of them so that it can help us.
Bring the one of some of them.
The ones that are relevant. Yes.
Bring it behind you.
Bring it.
No, I'll file them formally.
Exactly.
I'll file them formally. We don't do.
Now, this the only witness, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are joined for
Well, done
defense
for defense, thank you, my
Oh,
lord.
Mr. Chairman, take a date to continue.
with the witness.
Either we'll call another witness or we'll bring further documents.
I see. Better.
Okay, not for defense.
No, sir.
Okay.
But it's not your only witness.
Most times we are so witness, but I'm taking directive from him, so we need to do something.
Let's take a deal for further.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, you are there. Can we take 20th?
We already have one.
We already have one there, yes.
You will likely leave 28th.
No.
Yes, you have, you were saying we fly from here.
Yes, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, so let's have 20th.
No, sir, sorry, I'm not.
Because after that 20th, you may not see him. He gave us information yesterday, he may not be available.
20th.
After 20th of May.
19 is.
Sorry, I'm already getting for 20th. So 19th, otherwise coming there for the next week.
So I don't want to about that.
Otherwise coming there for.
Therefore, already.
No, we can't take 19. We take 19.
Yeah.
Except if the presence is.
Are you still
Yes. Are you still present happening?
We can be 20th. And let it be the first matter of the court.
I'm engaged. Okay, sorry.
Huh?
No, I said 20th is not convenient, sir. 19th is convenient, if it's convenient, but.
But 19th is about capital.
Are you going to?
Are you the president?
No, I'm not with
Okay, except you have other business. Whenever. Presence may not be necessary. That, I mean, the presence of it.
Yeah, will not be necessary, except you are not
So
sure.
we don't need to publicize.
Yeah, when I go to feed you, I'm going to call him, because I only think.
The tribunal are going to discharge him.
You are not allowed to discharge.
You're not allowed, so let me call my witness.
I think
Also,
it's a pattern. The pattern will.
You can't discharge him now.
Yes.
So the case
Until
has
we are done with the matter.
Yes, sir.
Then you can step down.
You can
For
start.
a while.
If you need it, it's only.
So what did you? Can you do virtual? That is true.
I'm sure.
That can also be on time to. Virtual.
20th.
The way it says,
You say it's hot. That 20th.
You them that train, give them license.
If you are in court, no other person in your chamber.
Give them license.
Yeah, nice.
That's some other things, the money is too small.
You don't have criminals that can come. So hold this bill properly for all purposes.
let him just.
On 20th, if I can come, if we can come early and finish before 10:30.
The matter you have is at where? Where's your matter? Is it in Benin here?
This is really, if I can.
Don't worry,
If I can-
we accommodate you on the
Before
19th.
11. That's all right, sir.
Don't worry, we can accommodate you on the 19th.
Thank you, my lord. That is better, my lord.
Tests are done by consent of both parties, the 19th of May 2026, the continental of Europe. Are you in the next case?
You can wear PRO today.
Do I do this?
Number 4 on the course intervene number 280 for evidence for which we increase. Islamic identity from there for nothing was done for this study.
You're correct. Wanted to take this case first, you were not here.
I told the instructor down. Let's verify.
They were. Your appearances.
I thank you very for the applicants.
May I please the chairman and noble members? My name is Iene S. Ibebas. I appear for the respondent. The respondent is represented by Mr. Eseme Okori. Eseme Okori is the director Semokoro is the Director, Enforcement, Recovery, and Intelligence of the respondent.
Sorry, let's start that again. It is represented by Basil. Basil.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Says what? Director.
This is the director of the enforcement recovery and
Director, Enforcement, Recovery, and Intelligence.
respondents.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, my learned friend Iene Ukoima also appears with me. Iene Ukoima also appears with me. Mr. Chairman, my learned friend Iene Ukoima also appears with me. Iene Ukoima.
Your learned friend.
Iene Ukoima also appears with me.
Iene.
Iene Inyene. Ukoima.
What?
Ukoima.
Can you spell it again?
Ukoima. 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 Yes, that's what's name. Ukoima.
Koima. Koima who?
Ukoima. Ukoima.
The first that I will buy and then I said Ukoima. It's supposed to be Ukoima. The first one I will buy and that's what I said, which I recorded.
You know the university.
The first name is Iene.
Comparing with past.
All right.
Wrong, please.
That is the first. Right. Go there, where are we?
It's for defense. So at the last adjournment, this tribunal made an order. And that order. No, this tribunal made an order for the last adjournment. And that order won't be.
What was the order?
The respondent from the council will not present the courts. We have read that they should be foreclosed or pay cost of 5,000 for the next adjournment, but the courts awarded 200,000 naira to pay for the next adjournment.
I want to take it down.
And then notice to at the last adjournment, that was on the 18th of March, 2026.
The respondents were not present.
Respondents and counsel were not present in tribunal. On the 18th of March, 2026.
Yeah.
They're not present in court, in tribunal, and no communication from them. But they will apply that they should be foreclosed.
No, I'm asking what that was it?
I ordered the cost of 200,000 naira against the respondent. You pay before the next 3 days. And here notice to serve them.
Basi, you've heard your colleague, your learned friend.
Hello, sir.
Have you heard your learned friend?
I'm sorry, sir. I was lost. I think my internet.
See, on the last adjourned date, there was an award of course. You were not in the tribunal, you did not write, there was no representation on the respondent. And there was cost awarded against you to be paid before today.
The internet went on.
That's the problem for us.
Do you write in the book by the order?
No, we ordered the it's out there.
Yes, we need to.
Really well, no? Yes, sir. How would they know the terms? So they must have gone to find out what was
Basi, did you hear us?
in Tribunal. It's left for them still, I mean, they're supposed to be here. I mean, the case was.
I'm trying to link my system, sir.
You bring their notes there. Because I did when they against you. No, I guess they will start. It's not that it's their responsibility to find out what has transpired in Tribunal.
That is a duty they have.
Yes,
To
sir.
find out what happened.
Yeah.
When they
Yeah, exactly.
It's their duty. It's not you. It's their duty.
At the camp, you.
I think the problem is the network. Basi, did you hear what we said?
Hello, sir.
Did you hear what we said? That on the last adjourned date, you were not here, there was no communication to explain your absence, and the respondent was not represented. There was cost awarded to be paid before today.
Well, I sincerely apologize for my inability to make it at the last sitting. It was due to logistic issues, logistic problems. And in all honesty, I am not aware that the cost.
We don't find out what transpired in the tribunal. We were supposed to be there and not there. So you waited till today.
I am not aware that cost was awarded against the respondent. I got to be aware of today's session by hearing notice, which was issued and sent.
Recording in progress.
Was issued and sent on us.
Recording in progress.
Hello, sir.
Basi,
Hello.
Basi, you can hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were served with hearing notice, but you didn't find out from the registry of the tribunal what transpired the last date. You didn't find out from the registry what happened when you didn't attend the tribunal.
No, this document that you will use.
The multiple
Can be used.
Are they together?
Then we
And they should use one.
Mercy, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you now.
Yeah, it's like you are using multiple devices. So why don't two of you use one? So,
Well, my device got off, so I had to get a device from my colleague. My man has come up again.
Just use one. You can lock down yours, then let's stay with one. You said they are together. I don't know.
Most I can see them, they still in the same place.
I said they are together.
you didn't hear the question from the tribunal.
Did you hear the question from Tribunal?
So we can portray whether they give them some person.
Like this, she's on the game.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I asked you a question. I said, did you find out from the tribunal
Yes, sir.
what transpired the last adjournment?
Well, I spoke with Mr. Jonathan, and he told me the next adjourned date. And he also sent to me hearing notice in that regard.
Did he tell you about the costs?
Yes, he mentioned cost. He mentioned that cost was awarded.
Any cost. Now, earlier said you said you were not aware. We already started with hearing notice today that you were not aware of any cost. Jonathan told you. Or you just remembered.
Well, Corey, well, the case is adjourned today for defense.
He mentioned that cost was awarded, but I wasn't aware of the amount.
The case is adjourned today for defense. Are you ready?
The case was slated for defense.
Yes.
If they
Are you ready?
I'm sorry, sir, your line is breaking. I can't hear.
Say, are you ready for your defense? Which one here?
It's not a use mistake. I will observe this and for everyone is always the winter. These are quite one of the rules mistake. This natural is not working.
Hello, sir. So, Are you ready with your defense?
Yes, yes, sir. We are ready for defense. My witness is Mr. SM Okori.
So we'll go on with the defense. Then you pay the costs before the next days.
Well, we hope to pay the costs on or before the next adjourned date, and I would appreciate if my learned friend would furnish us with the statement with the account details of the appellant.
It's
That will
okay.
assist us in
So let's go on with your
paying the
defense.
cost as ordered by the tribunal.
So let's go on with your defense. Where's your witness?
The sound is very low.
Yeah, let's go on. Where's your witness?
So.
The author was uploaded.
So this defense can go there. What do you think?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
You know, since it's natural, we upload the defense so that as we get along, the documents will be shown on the screen. So the problem like this, the day you put over the documents. Basi,
Yeah, that is good.
Yes, sir.
do you intend to tender any documents?
So, I'm not sure I don't have this. I intend to.
You don't have the list.
No, I have this, but I intend to examine them on some of these documents.
Yes, yes.
I don't know how.
That is why normally.
I don't know how the weekends going to work.
That's why
How do we fair?
That's why I said normally we upload. We don't that you pay the cost.
Okay.
You upload the documents so that once you are examining, you are asking him a question on the document will be shown on the screen so that the readers will see it. It's normally uploaded before the trial. That's what I'm saying, they didn't upload it. So what do we do? I know we did one like that we uploaded.
I don't think this special is on work for them. I don't think the work. I people coming from I mean,
all the time. And this guy from Benugu.
Yes. Yes, that's it. I mean, all the time we're having issues of the. I mean, for I think about 3 or 4 times that out.
Have you observed all the time with
Yes. So I don't know. I wonder if it's going to be for us to properly handle this. I mean, that from starting to, but not to If you come down here,
We have 3 documents.
That's it.
Recording in progress.
Right? Can you hear me?
yes, sir, I'm hearing you now.
You are changing this. Why are you changing this?
It's probably for recession. They're trying to do it.
Family brief.
Is that?
Let the family brief.
I think we have
They are
to.
using the phone.
We have to get
What they call it? Look at Chelsea.
Make the registry to contact them.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
I will just spread it so that they have to come here.
Let's put Barcelona so that let him look at his diary, his witness.
I've been shouting for him.
No, there's a way you can send a message to him. His text message WhatsApp. Communicate to him.
Yeah, that great, and I should send your candidate. So we basically be discussing with him.
No, it's not in the registry will communicate directly. No? In view of the difficulties in the trial here, so you have to run with the discussion.
Okay, 20th. 20th of Peace.
I think the weakness is more stable and the awareness.
No, they want to come there. Now, for this defense, their evidence is in document is in. So just one of them, so they have to be. All the time when I try this, but never works. Never works since I got there. Now we're trying to set up the date, get a date, without transactions, and we have to be on the 20th of May.
Let's stay up here.
Again. So, and this week, can I do this?
Yes.
You have to communicate.
I've seen explicit English when I was reading this.
No. But, not this, the Tribunal has observed from previous virtual hearings involving the respondent, the difficulty in having smooth procedure without network disruption. It is therefore necessary that the respondent attend the tribunal physically against the defense to this appeal. The respondent has been taken to pay the court for 200,000 awarded against it on the last date before the next adjourned date. The circumstances of this case is adjourned to the 20th May 2026 for fiscal hearing.
Please.
How you been looked at?